goose?
I think it's because the Chick-fil-A just arrived. George is just standing there eating it. It's fine. You don't have to participate.
I'm gonna wait to eat.
I'm all good, man.
All right, you probably eat healthy.
Does he look like he eats fucking Chick-fil-A, bro?
Yeah, you're a stud in real life, bro. You look great. I mean, you look good in the photos, but I'm gonna start over.
Hey, guys! Welcome back to Impulsive, the number one podcast in the world. Thank you guys for listening, watching, viewing, and subscribing. We are here in Minneapolis, Minnesota, with Liam Payne.
Holy shit!
Liam Payne.
Thank you.
That's cool.
Yes.
Now that's one direction.
You never know whether to cheer for yourself at that point. I've been caught in that position a few times. Fuck it, sometimes I do cheer for myself.
Yeah, bro, you deserve some cheers.
Thanks, man.
People were cheering for you at VCon.
Yeah, that was good.
It was. By the way, I'm seeing some feedback on Twitter regarding.
What do you think? Let's cut to the viewers.
Took a screenshot of one of the tweets I saw. Why did I? Wow.
You gotta be careful you don't end up in the wrong folder there.
Okay, ready? Here's the tweet. Austin Hurwitz said, "Don't."
Is there something wrong?
I can't be the first one to make you feel weird about it.
No, I guess not.
Wearing sunglasses and a big bushy beard, Phoenix mumbled awkwardly through the discussion, causing the host to take verbal shots at him.
What can you tell us about your days with the Unabomber?
While this turned out to be a spoof for his mockumentary, I'm Still Here, the media genuinely believed Phoenix was having a breakdown, and producers stayed away from him.
But you're not going to act anymore?
No.
Huh. Why is that?
I don't know.
The actor admitted in a later interview that the quality of scripts sent to entice him had vastly dropped after the stunt. It took several critically acclaimed projects to put Phoenix's career back on track.
Thank you for letting me come on the show.
Yes, well, we've been dying to have you back a year and a half.
Number 19, Belle Gibson.
Are you prepared?
Broke Twitter and everyone was talking about it. One tweet in particular struck to me as RJ posting a Mean Girls gif with him saying, "When you guys found out the truth." And this was wild because he did say as well, ask yourself if it's consensual, then why the suspension and the length? So once you understand it's 100% consensual with both parties, why is there such a long suspension? What is he implying here? We're not sure yet. But Woj, he had some things to break down to us. Thankfully, he was invited on First Take for him to say what he had to say.
Let me ask you this. So obviously, I read it right here. It's considered a violation of the organization's guidelines. But this is what I don't understand. So if you violate it, is it a hard, fast...
Clearly, that is the key to all of this. It is the one consistent thing that everyone is doing, and it was taking so long to identify because, again, in Korea, using a humidifier is as common as taking a shower. It's that common. It's not something that someone will go, oh, you know what, actually, on second thought, I did use a humidifier this week. And I'm sure you guys are picking when I'm throwing down. But again, this is 2011, and even now, I feel like I still kind of fall for this whole, what? No, it should be safe. It's made by this huge, massive company. There's no way that they would risk a lawsuit by knowingly selling something that's dangerous for human consumption. That's crazy. And every day we are shocked by the newest updates. We can't use certain floss anymore because they have poisonous forever chemicals that we're just shoving deep into our sensitive gums and letting straight into our bloodstream. We can't use certain candles anymore that are super fragranced because apparently the super fragrance ones are just poisonous chemicals that make it smell like roses.
Fight
100%.
Okay, so put him. If Haney fights Tank, who wins?
Haney beats Tank.
Haney beats Tank if they fight.
Yeah, I know. Boxing's a wild sport.
Why do you say that? In what area does Haney
beats him? Out of just pure volume and just knows how to use his reach good. Tank will try to hurt him, but I don't think Tank won't get to Haney. Definitely Haney will beat Tank. I know I know everybody's gonna be like, oh, Ryan's crazy again, blah blah blah. But if it happens, I have Haney.
Okay, so you're not up for a rematch with Haney.
It's like about $10,000 a month, right? The only problem is Courtney made all of this money on OnlyFans after she was accused of stabbing her boyfriend to death in April of 2022. So she kept posting 4 months after her boyfriend died because he had a knife in his chest. He was literally stabbed to death. And she kept posting. She kept making money. She was out there. She was actually running around town in Hawaii doing a lot, going to bars. So let's talk about the viral case of Courtney Taylor. She is often known as the OF model that has been arrested and charged with murder.
I had a bunch of people around me, my contacts in Paris, some mainstream journalists in the media, who were egging me to say things. They said, go on, this is what you do. This is what I do. I take information and share it when other journalists cannot. And all of a sudden, I came across someone in my informal work surroundings, and he said, this is a man. Like, surely you can see this is a man. As if it was the most straightforward, obvious comment he could make about it. Another one of my colleagues, he's a civil servant, he calls her Amanda, which is a reference to Amanda Lear. There was a similar case. It's not well known in the United States, but Amanda Lear, she was a somewhat notorious figure. She was a muse to Salvador Dali. She was a singer and a television star. She's famous in France, so her biographies were written and rewritten, and every time they were rewritten, there were small discrepancies with dates and timelines. I got the same impression when I read Brigitte Macron's
First of all, thanks for doing this. I appreciate you coming out.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Long time coming. I'm glad we're doing it in person and not
Likewise.
remotely. And I think what I want to do is start with your origin story, because your path is very unlikely. Your path to becoming a scientist, and I think it actually also kind of contextualizes some of the things that I want to talk about with you today. So maybe start there.
Sure. So on the one hand, maybe I was fated to become a scientist. I guess the two things that are relevant there are, I always loved animals, and I've always been obsessed with animal behavior. Like, just could watch Cousteau shows growing up, underwater life or animals hunting, animals doing anything is just so fascinating to me, because I think even at a really young age, I've always just been intrigued in sort of what drives different animals to behave in the way they do, and how body form matches to.
So I don't have problems putting guardrails on things and checkpoints. I had a brief conversation with Ray Bradbury. He told me of a time when a woman came up to him and said, he's a science fiction author.
Yeah, of course.
And she asked, why do you write these stories of such apocalyptic futures?
Yeah.
Is this where you think civilization is headed? And he replied, no, I write those stories so you know to avoid them.
As a warning guardrail.
Right. So we see Terminator wreaking havoc, in the cities from the film, and maybe that'll tell us, maybe let's not put it in a machine.
I hope so. But there's always that dare I say, that late stage capitalist interest that the biggest companies have. I'll give you an example. If you remember the Great Recession that we had, unemployment hit 10%, and it was extremely painful.